Hello, I'm Neil McDonald. I've been running megalithic tours for nearly 2 decades now because throughout Britain and Europe, mysterious stone structures such as this can be found dating back thousands of years. But why did our ancestors build these magnificent monuments and what were they used for? Well, in this series of short videos, I'm going to attempt to answer these questions one ancient site at a time. So please do click on subscribe and on the bell to be notified of these future videos. Well, howdy folks, for this megalithic short, we're right down in Cornwall on the beautiful Penzance Peninsula, and it really is a gorgeous area on the plains here. We've got the tin mine over in the distance, Men-an-Tol, just out of sight but very, very near, and of course the Men-an-Tol stone circle as it used to be called. We're not sure whether it was a stone circle or not. Now it's just the 3 stones in line. There have been many people who wrote up different theories about this site over the years, but in 1749 Dr. William Blythe suggested that the western stone, which I think is this one, formed a triangle, so it could have been over here or it could have been at the other side. Now the story is that this is one of the famous healing stones because of the circle in it. Now whether it's true or not, I'm not sure. Apparently, imagine my surprise, here's Debbie Elliott crawling through. So it's supposed to heal you of rickets. Debbie, have you got rickets?
I've not anymore.
So we know that it is definitely a healing stone for rickets. But whatever this site was meant for, it's the carving here, the circle, is obviously carved and tooled by man, and it is really incredibly smooth all the way around. It's wonderful. Whether it was like that back in the Neolithic or the Bronze Age, when this site was in use, we won't know. But one thing we do know is over the thousands of years, hundreds of babies have been passed through here, or even for curative purposes, and even people wishing to get pregnant. Well, that's a thought, isn't it? So we've just moved a little bit further down, still on the Penzance Peninsula plain here. Men-an-Tol, just about, well, less than a mile, must be half a mile up the road. This is the same tin mine that we could see from Men-an-Tol, so you can see we're very close. And a little bit further in this direction, you'll see Cairn Jack. This is a direct alignment to Tregeseal stone circle, high up on the hills there. It's very, very near to it. But we've come here really to see a very, very famous monument known as Lanyon-quoit. And here it is. Now Lanyon-quoit's a lovely old Cornish quoit, or chamber tomb I suppose, or cromlech as they're known in different parts of the country. It really is quite huge, but it used to be a hell of a lot bigger. It was in 1815 that there was a catastrophe in a storm, and the whole thing came down, but it got rebuilt. There was four legs, but it's now rebuilt. When it was in its full height, you could get a horse with a rider right through the middle of it. But it's lovely that it's still here. You can see it from miles away on a clear day as you're driving up the road. So, Lanyon-quoit.
Sometimes you find Lanyon Quoit being protected by a particularly gruesome bovine guard, and sometimes by a more megalithic tourist guide.
So if you enjoyed the film, please do make a comment, click on like and unsubscribe, and also on the little bell above to be informed of future videos. Tour information is at www.megalithictours.com. I hope to see you on a tour very soon, but in the meantime, have a truly megalithic time.